right, my name is Todd from Go2 Cards, and I just wanted to jump in here and just do a video on quarter century rares, particularly from Battles of Legend, Monstrous Revenge, because I think a lot of people are making mistakes that are pretty significant, particularly in the quarter century rare department. So I wanted to, give some sort of advice, some sort of help or guidance on how do we approach this set, and particularly the quarter century rares. My name is Todd from Go2 Cards. Hit that subscribe button. We would love for you to be a part of the community, climbing up to 300 subscribers. And hit that like button. It helps us out tremendously. All right. So on Thursday, I went to my locals with a bunch of quarter century rares. And what I was able to do is flip 2 of them for this. Now that's a deal right there. I was able to flip the quarter century Water Enchantress, as well as the quarter century Spiral Quick Fix, and a couple other cards to equal about $50. The guy gave me $200 for the 2 quarter century rares, which enabled me to get this. This is a card I have wanted for so long. So excited to have this card, but it made me think about how much people are valuing these quarter century rares as opposed to how much value they actually have. And so I wanted to kind of jump in here and do a quick video. I want to bring you over to TCG Player and show you what's happening with the quarter century rares. But I want to begin with the first quarter century rares that we had, which was from the Legendary Collection 25th anniversary. So I'm going to bring you over just to kind of take a look at that. So here we go. All right, so this is all the quarter century rares that are out. Now, if you go to the second page, what you're going to find is those initial ones that we got, the Blue Eyes, the Red Eyes, the Dark Magician, and the 3 God cards. And what you see here is they've fallen out tremendously. And so you're looking at $8, $9 for most of them. You can actually get the Red Eyes for $7. A couple people asked me, when should we buy the quarter century rares? And my response was when they hit $5 to $7. That was from the Legendary Collection set. And people laughed at me. Like, they're never going to hit $5. They're never going to hit $6, $7. Well, here we are, and there they are. Because they were promos. And because they were promos, they were going to fall out significantly. And now you can get them at $5, $6, $7, $8. You should go in, you should pick these up if you want them. Now's the time. So if you move forward though from there and you start looking at Battles of Legend, Monstrous Revenge, we now have quarter centuries in there. They're not promos. They're a lot harder to get, so we should never expect them to hit $5, $6, $7, $8, $10. But they are going to fall out. They're going to fall out significantly. And you can already see that they are falling out. Where you just look at this card right here, the X-Tox Hydra, $30. That's a quarter century rare Hydra for $30. That was unheard of before this set came out. Now you can get it for $30. It's not the only one that's significantly down. You go over to the first page, and I'm going to bring you all the way down to the bottom. We'll talk about the top in a bit. You can get the Tri-Edge Master for about $40. You can get Nessie for about $45, something like that. Anywhere between $40 and $50. You can get the Volcanic Shell for $50. You can get the Water Enchantress that the guy gave me $100 for. You can get it now, 2 days later, for $60. You can get Spiral Quick Fix for $60. I can go on and on and on. The point is that 2 days have passed, and these cards that were $100 are now $60, $50, $40, and $30. What will they be 2 days from now? They're gonna keep falling out. You know they are. You know I'm right. So, every time Konami puts out something new, the community gets super excited for it. And of course, we want these cards. I think that they're beautiful. I know a lot of people have put down these cards and said, they're ugly. And they don't like the 25th century stamp on them, or they don't like the ultra rare print on the top, or any number of complaints that people have. I think that they're absolutely beautiful. I think they're great. I think a lot of people are going to want them. I do know that there are, some people in the community that are going to put these down and have no interest in them. But I think by and large, a lot of the community is going to want these cards. But don't buy them now. If you buy them now, you're overpaying. Or at least there's a good chance you're overpaying for the vast majority of these. I think there's 4 at the top and then the rest of them. And the rest of them are going to fall out significantly. And even the ones at the top are going to fall out. And I don't think that you should buy them. But I think that you're going to be able to pick up a lot of these, like the Terraforming or the Dark Hole or the Rite of Armesia. I think you're going to be able to pick up a lot of these for 75, 60, somewhere around there. Maybe even 50 if we're lucky. There are a couple that I do think are going to hold a significantly higher price than the rest of them. And that's the 4 at the top. The Lubellion, the Sky Striker Mobilize, the IP, and the Zeus. I think Zeus is going to drop to about $100. So if I were you, I would wait on Zeus. It might somewhere between 100 and 150, but I think it could hit $100. Remember, this does have a Starlight printing already, and it also has an Ultimate Rare. So it's got to fall somewhere between the Ultimate Rare and the Starlight printing. Otherwise, if it's too close to the Ultimate Rare, people are just going to buy the Ultimate Rare. And if it's too close to the Starlight, people are just going to buy the Starlight. So I think Zeus is going to be around $100. That sounds about right. I think IP is going to settle around $200. I think that's about right. I think Sky Striker about $200, and the Bestial Lubellion, I think it's going to be about $150. I'm not exactly sure. Somewhere around that. I think that card, it depends. I heard that the European print, they don't have the Bestial Lubellion. I don't know if that's correct or not, but I have heard that. If that's the case, it's going to hold a little more value because there'll be a lot less of them on the market. But the vast majority of these cards are going to fall out. The Lady Labyrinth, that already has a Starlight printing. That's going to fall out. The Arm Neos, I sold this today for $80. I think that could drop down to about $50. The Dark Magician, I think, dropped down to about $50. The Welcome Labyrinth is one that is kind of tricky to me because that is high rarity of Welcome Labyrinth, and that is a meta deck. I could see that holding maybe 75 or higher. But most of these cards are going to fall out. There is a time to buy them. It's not right now. I would wait. I would wait for a week, 2 weeks, and you generally see that kind of... Now, there can be a buyout at any point. And there's nothing you can do. If somebody comes in and they decide they're going to buy out the Water of, or the Rite of Armesia, and they're going to buy all 31 listings, there's nothing you can do. But I think for the most part, these are going to continue to go down. You should hold on these. Now, if you're pulling them, I think you should be selling them and trading them. Because you can get really nice things for these cards. You really can. So if I'm pulling them, I'm selling them and trading them, and then I will rebuy them or retrade for them when they're less. But I just wanted to jump on here and give, for what it's worth, what I think about the quarter century rares. And again, I'm not one of these people that does not like these cards. I love these cards. In fact, I have my eye on many of these. I am going to get the Nessies. I'm going to get the Tri-Edge Master. I'm going to get probably the Dark Hole as well as the Super Pulleys. And probably the Zeus. But there's a time to do it and a time to sell them. If you have them, sell them, trade them. If you're thinking about buying, wait. My name is Todd from Code 2 Cards. That's what I have to say about the quarter century rares. I'm out of here.